Well, Coffee Time friends, it's leftovers for the win today. We were just sitting here eating. Mama said, are we going to film anything? I said, let's just film right now. Mama's finishing up. I just finished. Hey, hello, Mama.
Oh, hello, everybody. Hello.
I did grill some chicken here. And we had mashed potatoes and green beans and broccoli casserole. Sweet potato casserole, just a spoonful of each, heated up. Now, we had the soup yesterday, it was really good. The leftovers today was a piece of chicken, not turkey. I don't know that we even had leftover turkey, did we?
Yeah, there's a little left.
Oh. If it's lean, I may give that to the babies. I don't mind to grill a piece of chicken and throw some leftovers with it because it's a totally different meal. But I just can't eat leftovers more than 1 or 2 days. Can you, Mama?
No.
It's just like
We didn't eat them yesterday.
We didn't eat them yesterday. We skipped a day. Did y'all skip a day? Mama, what are you eating over there? That fresh
Chicken, what you said, mashed potatoes.
That fresh chicken I just made.
Mm-hmm.
I just put this in the skillet with a little bit of butter and sprinkled a little bit of lemon and pepper on it. So good. No salt. I figured there was enough salt in the lemon and pepper. I want to tell you all one little thing. The mashed potatoes, I never have like mashed potatoes left over unless I make them into tater cakes. And I just say not have them if I had to eat them left over and heat it up. Well, the last time I had them left over, someone said put a little Dukes in them. I did. I liked them. Today, we did the same thing. Mama, tell us.
They were good leftovers. It changes the taste of them.
Well, it just makes them fresher, doesn't it?
Yeah, it don't make them taste like warmed over.
Here they are in our little Tupperware, and you can see they're still creamy. They're still, you know, they're like a good mashed tater. We're not doing nothing else today, and I'm not cooking another bite. We had company earlier, and I was cooking while they were here, or I would have came on and showed y'all cooking chicken. But it was a good visit, and we enjoyed it. But cooking has to go on. I'm not even getting on the stand. I just grabbed the phone and twisted around here, and Mama's not even over here where she usually sits for filming. She's over in her regular spot.
That's right, I'm eating, I'm hungry.
She's the one brought it up at 4 o'clock. She said, are we going to eat? I'm getting hungry. I said, yes, ma'am. I planned on grilling some chicken. Now I've got some cooked chicken over there, too. I usually grill a breast or two and cook a bunch. That way I've got 2 or 3 meals going at one time. So this is what she wanted. And does it satisfy you?
Yeah, I ain't hungry no more.
She ain't hungry no more. Something happened. Something has killed her appetite. What killed your
All
appetite?
the food I've ate.
I don't know. I was hungry. Now something has just killed my appetite. I guess it was supper. This is early for us, even on a Saturday.
But we didn't eat lunch today.
We didn't eat. I ate breakfast about 7 o'clock. What time did you eat?
It's closer to 9, I guess.
Mama had Mama Sue's hot chocolate for breakfast.
Oh, and it was
And so I didn't want her to drink hot chocolate alone, so I had one too. Which her breakfast was my second breakfast. Which means I guess I had hot chocolate for lunch. Early brunch. I hope y'all got yours yesterday. I don't know if they're sold out yet or not. If they aren't, they will be. So I do hope you got yours. If you're wanting some, I can't explain to you what it tastes like. It just tastes so good. It reminds me a lot of Mama's homemade.
it's a rich chocolate.
Mama makes a homemade version of her own. It's not that powder that's in those packs. This is some good stuff. Mama said about 3 cups now.
It's good, hot chocolate. It really is good.
Yeah. I have cleaned outside today. I got all my elephant ears dug up, brought in. I brought in a bunch of glass pots. I don't always do that. but they're ceramic pots, and I thought,
They'll freeze too.
sometimes they will freeze. They didn't last year, but we only had one little cold spell. Depends on how much water they have in them, and if the drain's working. There's a whole lot of variables that goes into concrete pots. So I'm hoping the ones that I left out there will make it, but I did drag some of them in. Did you see all the work I did on that one?
I seen where you cut a lot of them, and I mean, took them up, but I ain't been out there.
Except the ferns froze cold. I don't know what happened to them. They were pretty yesterday. They were pretty Thanksgiving, but today you could tell they've been too cold. But it got down to 24 last night.
They froze is what happened.
Well, I guess they froze. But I will say this: they were under the porch, and when I cut them all back, it had a lot of fresh green twirling up out of them that didn't seem to get hurt. So I've tried it again. I had never done it. I always just, when I try to save them before, I just take them in and water them and try to preserve them, and all the leaves fall off. It'll be the biggest mess you ever seen. So somebody said you got to cut them back. So I cut them all back. And what I did is I took the ferns that I cut back and I lined some other pots with them on the top. And that'll just be a barrier. It'll be compost. So that's what I've done with my cut off ferns. But I'm going to water the roots this winter. I mean, really, if you think about it, it's just 90 days worth of watering, and we'll be dragging them right back out, and they may pop out. And that could save some money.
Oh, yeah.
And I love to get a smaller fern and let it grow. I don't like to get a huge. I used to try to buy the biggest ones I could find, and then they don't last as long. When I buy a good medium-sized fern and I baby around with it through the spring and the summer, it gets prettier and prettier and prettier, and I really enjoy them better that way. These have gotten huge.
And they've lasted till yesterday.
But they lasted till last night. I should have got them in. Probably should have cut them back yesterday. I always do that. I probably should have dug up the oven ears yesterday. But I always like, I should have dug them up. I'll do them tomorrow. I need that little bit of nudge. Now the oven ears, I don't think they froze, the bulbs, because now the foliage, you could tell they had. But the bulbs were, that far down the ground, it would take a little bit more for them to freeze. So I really wasn't worried about them. And it wasn't 24 all night. It wasn't a 24-hour period or something. It was just a few hours last night. So I think they're fine. If they don't, I'll be having to beg my uncle to bring me some more. He'll say you didn't take care of the ones I gave you. But I tried. I really have. I've got them in a box out there, drying out. Now, you don't water them. You don't do anything to them. You just let them go dormant over the winter. Keep them in a 50-degree area. And then you can plant them back and they'll shoot out when they're told to. And the others, the ferns, you and I can just learn together on them. I'm going to water them. I think you water them once every 2 or 3 weeks. Keep them, and see if they come out next year. Hey, John and Mama from Louisiana. Hey, Linda. Pizza tonight. Finally, Scott says. I know. I'm in the mood for pizza and salad or spaghetti or lasagna. I tried to talk that bunch that was here for Thanksgiving. I said, we got to do this again in 4 weeks. How about we just do lasagna for Christmas?
Mm-mm. That ain't Christmas dinner.
Can be.
No.
Yeah, it could be. Good evening, John and Mama. I have 4 ferns in greenhouse. Penny, I don't have a greenhouse, but the garage stays at 50 degrees. I've never seen our garage below 50 degrees. It's insulated and all that. California, love y'all. Lisa, you don't have to worry about taking your plants in California, do you? Thank you for the stars, Laura. So sweet of you. Good day, John and Mama. I hope you're fine. You both well and your fur baby. And fur babies are just, during the day they get out and lay in the sun, but they go to bed early. They'll go to bed in the next 20 minutes. And you'll find them anytime you go out there after 5 o'clock when the sun starts going down, they in the bed. Now they've got 3 beds, 3 houses out there with straw in all of them. I gave each one of them one, and then when Albert was here, he had one. There's one that's a little bigger than the other 2. That's where they are together, piled up together. And when Albert was here, he even piled up there. And I didn't think it was that big. I did notice one thing. Every time they come out, Oliver comes out first, and Abby comes out second, which means she's in the back, away from the door. So Oliver says, "Mama, you get back there where you can say good morning." And Oliver's out front. But Albert is now, he's gone back to being a house dog. He's happy indoors.
And with kids.
And with kids. He's with kids. He's a kid dog. I mean, he really mourned. He wasn't happy because, I mean, he was used to being indoors with the kids. And he would come in here, we'd let him in, and he'd look for those kids. And there's no kids. But it was his life. That's what he had done. Aw, sweet fur babies hugs. Lauren, they are sweet. Radio is on. No, the TV's on. That's CS something. One of Mama's shows. There was no prep for this, folks. I'm telling you, I just picked it up and said, okay, we'll just do a video. I didn't even put you in the hanger. TV's left on. It's wonder there ain't no music playing. I did 8, so I just sat in here. Mama said, are you going to film anything today? I'm supposed to just film right now. I pulled it out of my pocket and turned it on. That's true living right there. Ain't it, Mama?
Oh, yeah.
So in case anybody's heard that TV, we have no rights to anything you heard. I don't think there's been any music on. That's where you get in trouble, I think. But yeah, it's one of Mama's murder mystery movies. So what is it, Mama?
I don't remember now what it is.
You don't know who you're watching?
Oh, yeah, so.
Abby.
Naval.
Abby's on it.
Yeah.
I know the characters just by passing through and hearing them. I can hear their voices. I know who they are. And most of the time when the Murder, She Wrote is on, I know the storyline. I know it. I'm like, wasn't that just on like 2 weeks ago? I'm like, oh, yeah, it probably was. She's on 24 hours a day. She's written a bunch of stuff. All right, Mama. Say goodbye, Mama.
Good night, Mama, and God bless you. So have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
Have a good Lord willing, we'll see you in the morning for Sunday School highlights. And I don't know what we're going to do for Southern Sunday lunch. Could be a good old-fashioned bologna sandwich, and I ain't joking this time. It could be cooked chicken and rice. It's going to be something simple. It ain't going to be no meat and 3. And it ain't going to be... Well, there could be mashed potatoes left over. Could be some chicken. It could be chicken and mashed potatoes. Because I have to know exactly where some of that's located. This week's dedicated to food. You get lost in them, don't you? You're like, turkey and dressing and all that on Thursday. Then Friday you want something else, so we went with soup. Now we're back to these... I had a little broccoli casserole, a little sweet potato casserole, stuff you don't normally have. So then tomorrow, I'm more in the mood for pizza like Scott was there than I am fried chicken, mashed potatoes or something.
Yeah.
Mama, you want to do pizza tomorrow?
We might could.
She might could. All right. We did have sliders one day when my aunt was here. I fixed those, so we stepped to that was before Thanksgiving. All right, Mama, we're going. I'm used to you being right here by me.
Bye-bye.
See y'all. Lord will, we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.